Good afternoon, everybody. It is September 24th, Wednesday afternoon, about 5 p.m. A couple of questions have come in on how do I find the old unit assessments uh, from TEC Resources. And so I just wanted to do a real quick video um, explaining how to the click progression on how to get there. It's really simple, and so let's take a look at that. First thing you're going to do is you're going to go over to TEC Resources. Um, Web address is www.texresourcessystem.net, and you should have a username and password. You received a welcome email at the beginning of the year and should have asked you to change your password. If you forgot your password, it's easy enough to get a new one. Just click on this link and you will receive an email on how to change your password. Your username is your ISD email address. So for my purposes, obviously dmartin at splendoraisd.org. Um, so let's take a look at that. Just get signed in. And we don't really want to remember this password. And so this website has changed a little bit because remember, it's also open to the public now. So it's not exactly the old C-scope that we remember. And so the unit assessments have been moved up under district resources. So I click on district resources, and so then I get this page. And the easiest way to get to the unit assessments is to just search all components. So I'm going to click here, and that takes us to um, some clickable links, kind of filters. And all we're going to do is just come down here and move this bar. So I'm looking for fifth grade. Um, so I'm looking for fifth grade math. And so I would just click these two things, these two topics here, and come on down. And if you look under assessments, you will see unit assessment items, and that will actually give you those tests. Now, there's a host of other things that I can search for from the resources page, from the district resources page. We can look at the curriculum side, so we can see the vertical alignment document. We can take a look at the TEKS clarification. We can take a look at the year at a glance to make sure that the units that are being taught, all those TEKS are in there. And then probably the backbone of TEC Resources is the instructional focus documents. And if I was a teacher, um, that's what I would be basing my lesson plans or building my lesson plans around for each unit. But for today's purposes, we're taking a look at the unit assessments. So we are just going to click on that. We're going to click search. And so we get looks like there's five of them. There's 5 unit assessments in fifth grade mathematics. And so we can click on any one of them and it should come up as a PDF. So what you get here is the actual test as a PDF file. You get the answer key, and then you have the TEKS alignment over here. Now, double check these because there have been errors found by teachers, so you need to look at them very carefully. I'm going to click on one, and it's over here in my download bar, so I'm going to try to open that up. And sure enough, we get the test here. And probably the best use of these tests is just for teachers as examples of what highly rigorous questions are like. I don't know that I would print off one of these tests in its entirety and use it as a teacher test for a couple of reasons. Number one, these are out there on the web, so especially your upper elementary, secondary kids, they may be sharp enough to go and find this stuff. Although if they've worked that hard to do that and they've memorized these answers, maybe they deserve to pass the test. Um, but I would be careful about using it in its entirety, because remember, they make some other assumptions with these unit tests. Um, Probably the most important being that it assumes that students have had, um, the proverbial perfect education, that there have been no skills gaps. Kids haven't forgotten anything that they've been taught their entire life. And so sometimes when a student is having difficulty with a question, it may not necessarily be because of the standard that you just taught. It might be an accompanying standard, or a dual coded standard that this particular assessment assumes that a student was taught in a previous grade level and already knows. So remember, as the teacher, you have to exercise caution and decide which questions are appropriate and which questions are not appropriate. But it is certainly a great resource in terms of the level of rigor that we should all be aspiring to teach to, and for our students to be able to handle. And so that's it. That's how you find the unit assessments in TEC Resources. And if you have any questions, you can always email me at dmartin@splendoraisd.org, or you can give us a call at 281-689-4017. Thank you.